Taking on the position of King of Saudi Arabia has incredible benefits. Imagine being in charge of a massive family fortune that is almost $2 trillion, allowing for an extravagant and sumptuous lifestyle. It's the ultimate in luxury, a world of excess and decadence. You need go no further than the magnificent trillionaire lifestyle of King Salman of the prestigious House of Saud. Envision holding such a vast wealth, providing an unrivaled, lavish, and opulent lifestyle. In Saudi Arabia, the attraction of riches and power is a remarkable show that leaves behind an incredible legacy. Look at the pinnacle of luxury, the House of Saud. With a net worth approaching an incredible $2 trillion, they are the richest family in the world. However, it is erroneous to believe that every one of the 15,000 family members enjoys opulent, royal-style living. The lion's portion of this enormous wealth belongs to King Salman, the head of this hereditary dynasty, whose estimated net worth is an astounding $18 billion. Not bad for the former king's 25th son. King Salman was born on December 31st, 1935, the eve of a new year, by chance. Recently, Saudi Arabia discovered an enormous oil deposit that completely changed the country's terrain. Salman was born into a society where his father, King Abdulaziz, already lived in a palace with electricity, gorgeous gardens, and running water, a luxury unheard of in those days. Salman had the honor of attending the prince's school, which King Abdulaziz had specially designed for his sons. His obvious talent helped him rise to the position of deputy governor of Riyadh in 1954. He moved up the ranks throughout time, eventually becoming the crown prince in 2011 and the current monarch in 2015 after King Abdullah's death. Yamama Palace. The breathtaking Yamama Palace is located in the center of Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. It is a real example of wealth and grandeur fit for a monarch. Built in the early 1980s, this private home has grown to become a symbol of luxury around the world. Its appearance is a sight to behold, with a white marble facade accented with gold plating that combines modern luxury with traditional Arabian architecture. Visitors are in awe of the majesty that is exuded by the enormous arches and minute embellishments. As soon as you enter the palace, you are welcomed by an equally magnificent interior that has 50 opulent rooms with the best furniture and decor. The palace is opulent throughout, with more than 200 bathrooms to provide comfort. This amazing home is the result of the Al-Yamama Armaments Agreement, which Saudi Arabia and the United Kingdom worked together on in the 1980s. Its astounding $2.5 billion price tag highlights both its importance and luxury. The world is welcome to behold the magnificence of the Al-Yamama Palace. Awja Palace. Tucked away in the middle of the desert, the Awja Palace stands out as a symbol of unparalleled opulence. Its superb architecture pushes the limits of extravagance by skillfully combining traditional Arabian aesthetics with a contemporary touch, which combine tradition and modernity to create an opulent experience. The palace, surrounded by lovely gardens and a tranquil lake, turns the barren desert into a celestial oasis, a magnificent demonstration of wealth. It's not only about the gorgeous outside, though. The interior also reflects this opulence. Every detail of the opulent decor, cutting-edge conveniences, marble floors, and elaborate chandeliers creates an experience that will never be forgotten. The opulent suites are the epitome of comfort and relaxation, with their plush furnishings, cozy bedding, and gorgeous garden views. Awja Palace. Explore the Awja Palace, a modern architectural wonder that is reshaping the real estate market with its eye-catching facade and first-rate amenities. Unfortunately, this haven for eager real estate speculators is still not for sale. The castle features an amazing white marble facade that sparkles. However, such opulence comes at a costly price, with the Awja Palace valued at an astounding $500 million. Listed among the most costly mansions in the world, it is proof of unfathomable luxury. However, it remains out of reach for everyone but a few guests, such as former US President Barack Obama. Private jets. Being the leader of the biggest oil-exporting country in the world means that flying in economy class is not your usual experience. Ruler of Saudi Arabia, King Salman, reaches new heights of luxury with his opulent private aircraft, the Flying Palace. At a whopping $600 million, this extensively upgraded Boeing 747-400 is a marvel of aviation, with an array of luxurious facilities and unmatched security features. This majestic airplane is a sky fortress, as much as a source of transportation. With its cutting-edge offensive and defensive equipment, the jet is well armored to fend off gunfire and ballistic missiles, guaranteeing long-distance travel safety and providing spare fuel tanks to reduce disruptions. The Flying Palace's interior is an extravagant display of gold decor. Every fixture is gleaming with gold shine, and the specially made seats perfectly capture the coziness of a 7-star hotel. King Salman's master bedroom, gym, conference room, spa center, and even a first-rate private hospital infirmary made sure the aircraft included a cutting-edge private prayer area. But his travels are more than just extravagant. Some of the extravagant visits: King Salman of Saudi Arabia's 2017 visit to Indonesia was an extravagant show that epitomized extravagance in every way. This visit was beyond remarkable, with a huge entourage of over 1,500 people, including personal chefs, security guards, and his very own golden escalator. The operation's vast scope was demonstrated by an amazing fleet of 11 ultra-luxurious private planes and 36 flights for people transportation. King Salman's incredible 506 tons of luggage, which included expensive automobiles, furnishings, and personal belongings, were flown aboard military-grade cargo jets, which added to the opulence of the trip. King Salman of Saudi Arabia was a famous guest that Vladimir Putin cordially received in 2017, when he was enjoying a more positive public image. As the first ever visit by a Saudi king to Moscow, this visit held historical significance. But it was the king's excessive expectations and opulent manner of travel that really set this trip apart. During his visit, King Salman brought an incredible 2,000 pounds of food and beverages, demonstrating the splendor of his regal palate. He didn't stop there. He also brought his own opulent carpets, furnishings, and decorations, which transformed his Russian home into a slice of Saudi Arabia. The king traveled with an enormous entourage, more than 1,500 people, that required lodging in the two most luxurious hotels in Moscow. The regular rich Russian tenants were forced to leave their rooms to make room for the Saudi king and his entourage as a result of this action. King Salman's opulent trips to France in 2018 inspired both amazement and frustration. The king gained notoriety throughout his trips for his ostentatious demands for opulent lodgings and modifications to public areas. He stayed at the Four Seasons Hotel George V in Paris with his 1,200-person entourage. The hotel was forced to cancel all other reservations and make significant interior design changes, most notably completely redoing the king's room in gold. To accommodate the king's massive parade of more than 600 vehicles, streets in central Paris were shut, much to the annoyance of the residents. In keeping with his extravagant style, King Salman even turned the famous Louvre into a restaurant where he had dinner with President Emmanuel Macron. This lavish event had a gourmet French cuisine menu and was attended by about 150 well-known people. But his extravagant demands in France weren't one-offs. He attempted to privatize a beach in a small French Riviera town in 2015, which infuriated the inhabitants. These extravagant acts drew criticism, showing that even a monarch with money and authority must adhere to cultural standards and show respect for the people in their community. Along with his visits to Moscow and Indonesia, demonstrated his exorbitant demands. With an enormous entourage of 1,000 people, the king did not cut any corners to make sure they were as comfortable as possible. In order to accommodate his visitors, he reserved nearly 1,200 opulent rooms and arranged for about 300 cars from all across the nation. King Salman reserved the entire Imperial Hotel Tokyo and the Ritz-Carlton, two of the most opulent hotels, for his visit to Tokyo, which included exquisite artwork, specifically made prayer area, and particularly created furniture. King Salman's trips proved that the doors to an opulent and expensive lifestyle are wide open when one is endowed with a $2 trillion inheritance. While his extravagance may draw criticism, can we really blame him for living the most opulent life possible given his riches and influence? After all, a lot of kings who are significantly poorer enjoy even more opulent lives. And this is it for today. We will see you in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching till the end.